What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our ACC football channel. ESPN recently updated their FPI rankings for the 2020 college football season, and we are going to break down the Notre Dame Fighting Irish ranking here in this video. We'll show you what their projected record is according to the FPI, and look at each individual game on the schedule and see what they're projecting there as well, and see where they land in the playoff picture. What are their chances of making the college football playoff? We will show you what the FBI thinks about this Notre Dame team. They have a 15.4 FBI, which means on a neutral field against an average opponent, Notre Dame would win by 15.4 points. They are ranked number 16. That's, I think some people have them actually a little bit higher in their top 25 polls, but I think that's probably a pretty good spot for Notre Dame. Some of the teams in the FBI are way off, and then some are right on the money, and some you can understand why they would rank them there. So Notre Dame, again, at number 16, I think a reasonable spot. Their win-loss projection, 8-4. That was a little bit of a surprise to me, and we'll show you the schedule again in just a second. But there aren't a lot of games on this schedule that you're not going to favor Notre Dame, and a lot of games that are going to be favored pretty big. So I was surprised that the projection was that low. In my mind, I'm thinking 9 or 10 wins probably. It's not an official prediction or anything, but just off the top of my head. So 8-4, pretty low projection here, and only a 0.2% chance to win out. That also, to me, is very, very low because they don't have a conference championship game, and so you're just talking about 12 games. And I know they have Clemson on the schedule. I know the FBI loves Clemson, but other than that, every other game, Notre Dame's going to have a really good shot in. So I was very surprised that number was that low. Again, the FBI not all that high on the Irish. Let's look at their odds of getting to a bowl game. And even that is not a guarantee. All the teams ahead of Notre Dame up to this point, they've pretty much all been 99% or higher. I mean, up in the 99%, 100%, somewhere in there. But Notre Dame only 96.9%. So that also really surprised me. I mean, that's still almost a guarantee, but compared to the other teams, it is a little bit of a drop-off. Now, they don't play in a conference, obviously, so we have a 0% chance of them winning the division or winning the conference. Nothing to put there, so we'll just have to put 0% in, and that's what the FBI does. So now let's look at their playoff chances. To make the college football playoff, they have a 3.1% chance, so not much of a chance that Notre Dame makes it into the college football playoff. A couple of years ago, of course, they made it and didn't fare too well. Played Alabama national championship back. It's been a while back now and didn't fare too well. So I don't know if maybe that figures into this. It's honestly surprising that Notre Dame is not higher. Or at least some of these percentages are not higher. Only a 0.8% chance of them making the national championship. So if they win, if they get to the playoff, it's still unlikely that they would make it to the national championship. And I don't know, if they go 11-1 and lose to an undefeated Clemson in a close game, I think they would at least be in the playoff discussion. So again, I'm surprised that the number is this low, just 3.1%. And then to win it all, their chances of winning a national championship just 0.2%. So they have the same percentage to go undefeated, to go 12-0 as they do to win a national championship. Does that mean if they go 12-0 in the regular season, they're going to win the national championship? I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but again, those numbers are the same. So now let's get into the schedule and show you why the FBI maybe is not too high on this Notre Dame team. And here we go. Navy, week 1, actually week 0, they have an 82.3% chance of winning that game, a 90.3% chance against Arkansas, 94% against Western Michigan, 85% against Wake Forest. So far, so good. But here's the other kicker. It's not just Clemson, but remember, the FBI is really, really high on Wisconsin. They have them the number 4 team. So that is why the schedule seems a lot tougher according to the FBI. Maybe you've got Wisconsin a little bit lower, and that would obviously change that percentage. But just a 26.5% chance against the Badgers, that is a very surprising number. Stanford, 76.6% at home, a team that really struggled last year. That's a little bit surprising. Pitt, 75%, that seems about right. Duke, 89%. Clemson, just 13%. I mean, they're giving them no chance against Clemson at home. That's surprising. Just a 75% chance on the road at Georgia Tech. 65.4% chance at home against Louisville. I realize Louisville is going to be pretty good this year, but based off where the FBI has them, that also is a little bit of a surprise. And just a 30.4% chance against USC. Most people will probably favor Notre Dame in that matchup right now. to me, it's like a 50-50 game. Wisconsin, I think, is also close to a 50-50 game. So the FPI, again, just really not very high on Notre Dame for whatever reason, and they got a couple of teams in the top 4 on their schedule, top 4 in the FPI. So that's probably why their percentages are a little bit lower. What do you think about this FPI breakdown and what the FBI thinks about Notre Dame? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.